How am I supposed to make this in an hour? I guess we're gonna find out in 3, 2, 1. You know, I should have probably planned something out before starting the timer. Alright, anyways, I think the most important asset that we're gonna need to start off with is the border part. To make border parts, I typically start off with a cylinder, and I think I'm gonna set it to be 13 sides this time. Now we're gonna add 2 cuts for the section that will have a darker color in the middle. And we're gonna have to move the vertices around a bit so that the cuts aren't just a straight line. Then to make the center part a separate model, we just highlight the faces and press P, then selection. That's all for the dirt part of the model. Now we need to go ahead and add in another cylinder for the grassy part of the model. For the grass, we're going to move around the bottom vertices to help avoid that blocky style. And for some finishing touches, I'm extruding the top face and scaling it down, and then insetting the bottom face and bringing it up to help make it look like the grass is hanging off. Finally, we can just apply shade smooth to everything and then apply auto smooth, which you can find in the bottom right corner of the screen. Alright, that's it for the border part. Now we can move on to the fun stuff, the trees. Pet Simulator 99 has a really unique tree style with sort of blocky leaves, so I'm gonna see how well I can replicate that. For the trunk, we can just extrude the top face a bunch of times and then move the center face for some curvature, and that's basically it. Now for the leaves of the tree, I'm actually going to be bringing in a cube, and then I'll add a bevel to it to help round off the edges, and we can just add a couple manual cuts in the center as well to help with adjusting. Then I just moved around some of the vertices randomly to help kind of make it feel more random. Alright, now with the leaves complete, we can bring it up to the top of the trunk and scale it up a bunch. Alright, now we can scale this tree down some to match the border part. Oh, not that way. Oh. Not that way. I don't have time to be making silly mistakes like these. Alright, to save some time, I'm just going to be duplicating this tree model and bringing it off to the side. And for the second tree model, we can just grab the trunk of the tree and duplicate it. And we can move it up and rotate it a bit. And finally, we can just duplicate the leaf part and rotate it a bit so that it's not so obvious that we just duplicated the part. Alright, so I made a third tree by basically doing the same thing, so it wasn't really that interesting. And I noticed that we could just use this leaf part as a bush. Okay, so next up we're going to be making a 2D grass part, because I noticed that they placed these on the edges of the map. I've never really thought about incorporating this into my map, so I'm interested to see how it turns out. Maybe they just did that because it's such an easy model to make. Like, that took 2 minutes. Since we only have an hour, we're not going to make too many models, but I'm just going to finish it off with this simple rock. Alright, now we're ready to take everything and bring it into Roblox Studio. Alright, so we're in Roblox Studio, and we gotta color these parts. I don't have much time to color these, so the colors might not match very well, but we're going to do the best we can. Alright, so all the parts are colored now, and they're honestly looking pretty good. But we need to add in a ground to place all these meshes on. We're going to start by bringing this border piece on, scaling it up, and then just copy and pasting it a bunch until we have a nice wall. And now I'm just rotating a bunch of the parts so that it's not too obvious that we copy and pasted them all. And then another small detail that I noticed Pet Simulator using is they rotate the grass parts instead of the entire border part, and this helps make it look cleaner. Alright, now it's time to start spamming all of the trees and bushes onto the map. I haven't checked how much time we have, but I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible so that we can at least try and get a couple worlds done out of the 50. Alright, now I'm gonna add in a path to help kind of bring the map together and resemble Pet Simulator 99. I'm also sure the grass is leveled outside of the path, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I forget later. Guys, I just realized that I forgot to make the pillars that separate each section, so we're gonna have to go back into Blender and make that really quick. At least it's not that complicated of a model and I can make it quickly. Okay, I completely speedran that, but I'm honestly really impressed with how well I was able to do that, and it resembles Pet Simulator 99 really well. Maybe I should just become the new builder for Pet Simulator. Hey Preston, if you're watching this, I'm for hire. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this pillar over to the other side as well, and we gotta make sure there's no extra space between this border part and the pillar. Alright, so I deleted the path and brought the grass back down to the same level. So we ended up just wasting some time. But right now I'm focused on making the actual side of the map look more like the actual game. I've noticed that the Pet Simulator games really like to spam trees on top of the border parts, so I'm gonna really make sure I do a lot of that. And I'm actually gonna change the trees to a different shade of green so that it contrasts more with the border parts, because they're all kind of blending together right now. We also can't forget to add in some bushes to the ground to help make it feel more full, and get some rock action in there too to help add some variety to the colors, since it's all just brown and green right now. Okay, so the path for the Pet Simulator map is kind of weird, and I don't think I can make it in Roblox, so I'm gonna have to make it in Blender somehow. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so this is one of the most sketchy builds I've done in a long time. We're just not going to talk about how bad this is, but it looks somewhat similar to Pet Simulator, so that's all that matters. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot this was a 1 hour challenge, so I started moving a bit slower, and we only have 16 minutes left, so we've got to start to pick up the pace a bit. Something that'll make the map feel a lot more complete is adding coins in the middle of the path, and I'm just going to be using the toolbox for this because we don't really have the time to make the coins. I don't know if you guys will consider this cheating, but I'm technically using my resources. I don't know, it's not like I'm doing this for competition or anything, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we've got the first world done, so now we can just highlight it and copy and paste it over to the side. Hey, we can just do this 49 times and we got a complete game. Just kidding, we have 10 minutes left. To make it less obvious that we literally just duplicated the entire world, we gotta change the color and the size of everything. First, I'm just bringing all the border parts on this section down so that it doesn't look like they're the same border parts. But the two sections still look really similar, so I think changing the color of this section will also help to bring it apart. There's an area in Pet Simulator 99 where it's like almost rainbow colors. It has pink, blue, orange, and green, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and copy that. I also noticed that there's a lot of mountains in the background, so I'm gonna be adding a lot of those. And in case you guys are wondering how I know all of this, I have Pet Simulator open on my other monitor. It's not like I have this all memorized. For some extra depth, they like to have these smaller mountains attached to the large ones, and they make it a brighter color. Okay, I know I'm cheating again, but there's no way I could make a high quality water fountain in like 2 minutes, so I'm just using one from a previous project and adding it in. Alright, I think we've got all of the main components done now, and now it's just a matter of copy and pasting these as many times as we can in the next 3 minutes. Wow, okay, we really have no time. Enjoy this quick time lapse of me stressing and not talking because I did not think I would get anything else done. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys want this asset pack, you can check the link in the description and I'll be giving it out for free. So yeah, you just need to click the link and you can download it for free. You're welcome. Okay guys, the hour is finally up, and I think we got a lot done within this time span. I'm really happy with what we were able to do. It might not seem like that much, but you need to keep in mind I made the assets and built everything in the same hour, and I think it looks a lot like Pet Simulator 99. I'm gonna go ahead and post a photo in Road Builders Discord server to see what people think of it. Also, you guys should join my Discord server if you want to get leaks on my future projects and maybe be a part of a future event. The game isn't coming together as quick as I anticipated, but it's definitely high quality. So there's a few of the pets. I'm not gonna let you see anything else. Let me know how you guys think this looks compared to the actual Pet Simulator 99. Do you guys think Preston should hire me? I think he should, and he should pay me well. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully we'll be at 20K by then.